Are there any points or motions on the floor at this time? If you have a motion to make, please raise your hand or use the hand clapping reaction. Norway, to what point do you rise?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The delegation of Norway would like to motion for an extension of the time for written amendments by 5 minutes.
Do we have a second for that motion?
The delegation from the United States will second that motion.
All right. And then is there any opposition? Okay. Are there any other points or motion? United Kingdom, to what point do you rise?
Motion to extend the speaker's time to 60 seconds.
All right. Is there a second?
The delegation from the United States will second this motion.
Thank you, delegate. And are there any other points or motions on the floor at this time? United States, to what point do you rise?
The delegation from the United States would like to make a motion for an unmoderated caucus for 10 minutes.
All right. Is there a second to the United States' motion?
The United Kingdom seconds this motion.
All right. Any opposition? All right. We will now vote on these motions in order of most disruptive, starting with the United States motion for an unmoderated caucus of 10 minutes. This will need one speaker for and one against. The United States, do you reserve the right to speak in favor?
We do.
All right, thank you, delegate. Do I have a speaker against? United Kingdom. All right, United States, you now have the floor for 30 seconds.
Thank you, Chair. The United States would like to say that it believes the debate on the speaker's list cannot proceed productively anymore without some time to really work through the issues in a more unmoderated way. We yield the remainder of our time.
Thank you, delegate. United Kingdom, you now have the floor for 30 seconds.
The United Kingdom would like to respectfully disagree with the United States. There simply hasn't been enough time in formal debate on this resolution. Therefore, moving into an unmoderated caucus would be premature. Thank you, and I yield my time.
Thank you, delegate. We will now be voting on the United States motion to move into a 10-minute unmoderated caucus. This will need 2/3 majority in order to pass and be a placard vote. Please use your non-feedback features at this time. All right, with 2 noes and 2 yeses, this motion does not pass. We will now be voting on Norway's motion to extend the time for written amendments by 5 minutes. Norway, do you reserve the right to speak in favor?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yes, I do.
All right, thank you, delegate. Is there a delegate wishing to speak opposed? All right, United Kingdom. Norway, you now have the floor for 30 seconds.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The Kingdom of Norway believes that the time for written amendments needs to be extended, as we know that there are several drafts still on the floor that haven't been finished. And it's in the best interest of all member states to hear all written amendments. So we'd like to extend the time so that we can have the broadest number of options when it comes time to voting. Thank you. We yield our time.
Thank you, delegate. United Kingdom, you now have the floor for 30 seconds.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The United Kingdom believes that there have already been many amendments passed for many amendments brought to the floor for this resolution, and having too many amendments will simply dampen the original spirit of the resolution. Therefore, we believe the time for written amendments should expire when originally planned. With that, I yield my time to the chair.
Thank you, Delegate. We will now vote on Norway's motion to extend the time for written amendments by 5 minutes. This will need 2/3 majority in order to pass, and we will also do another Norway. To what point do you rise?
Motion to vote by roll call.
All right, there has been a motion to vote by roll call. Please, when I call out your member state, answer yes or no to extend the speaker's time by 5 minutes. Ireland?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Delegate. Norway?
Yes.
The United Kingdom?
No.
United States?
Yes.
All right. With 3 yeses and 1 no, the time for written amendments will be extended by 5 minutes. All right, we have one more motion here on the floor to be voted upon at this moment. It is the United Kingdom's motion to extend the speaker's time for 60 seconds. Delegate, do you wish to speak in favor?
Yes, we do.
All right, thank you, Delegate. Do I have someone wishing to speak for the opposed? All right, Ireland. United Kingdom, you now have the floor for 30 seconds.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The United Kingdom believes that 30 seconds just simply is not enough time to get to the true matters that we are discussing, and believes that 60 seconds will be much more efficient. With that, I yield my time to the chair. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Delegate. Ireland, you now have the floor for 30 seconds.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. And the delegation from Ireland does not believe that this will increase efficiency. Rather, it will decrease our efficiency in this session today, because people will use more than their allotted time if we give them the extra reign of 60 seconds and don't feel that any more points could be made within 60 seconds that they could make in 30. Thank you. We yield our time.
All right, thank you, Delegate. All right, we will now vote on the United Kingdom's motion to extend the speaker's time to 60 seconds. This will be a placard vote and need 2/3 majority in order to pass. Please use your non-verbal feedback features at this time. All right, with 3 yeses and 1 no, this motion does pass. So the speaker's time will be extended to 60 seconds. We will now be moving back into the speakers list.